This is the Flexxbotics autonomous manufacturing platform. It acts as the control plane of the factory. So it connects to all factory machines and robots to characterize the factory processes, but also provides the infrastructure to automatically write back to machines to correct deviations that occur. This can span across all types of applications throughout the entire enterprise because it works with all types of equipment that utilize semi-automated or automated machines, PLCs, inspection equipment, and robotics. So this sits between your business systems like ERP, MES, QMS, SCADA, IIoT, and the PLC-driven processes. It augments the data that you have in those systems. So you can build connectors via FlexCore to both read and write data from those systems. And then you can also tap into existing PLCs with FlexCore to fill any data gaps that the factory has. Now, the main aspect that the platform provides is what we call autonomous process control. What that means is we can look at the characterized process, automatically detect deviations, and then actually autonomously act on those deviations. And this can be deployed, like I said, across all different types of automation, machines, factory assets, inspection equipment, and more. With this data, we allow you to set up deviation detection through our escalations module. The escalations module allows you to deploy factory level automation, which can monitor the conditions of the various variables that are being tracked on all of the different machines. The device manager runs at a extremely high level of performance, indicated by the sheer event throughput that can happen per hour across every work cell. And this can scale because of that performance to thousands of work cells that run across the enterprise. Now, the fundamental aspect of the platform is that it acts as the control plane. So it can now take action on this process because the platform has a SDA edge controller that sits on the factory floor within the work areas. And this is a massively important aspect of the platform because it is what enables that closed feedback loop nature. So if we navigate here to active escalations, this is going to show any active trends that have been detected within the fleet of my enterprise. So here at the top, I can see that we just had 5 points rising above the mean on this slot width, which was running on tool 2. When I click this view trend, I can see that this has been moving slightly upward trajectory over time. And I can actually use this to drive a corrective action back to this process, which in this case would be an offset that is applied to the machine. What we do is we map the actual operations and tools used within those operations to the variables that are being produced. So for example, in this case, we're looking at spindle load z-axis, but spindle load z-axis is actually contextualized to the specific tool that it runs on. So this is where Flexxbotics with the semantic data contextualization allows for more granular type data that can actually be used to characterize the manufacturing process because we understand that this spindle load is for a particular tool. One of the core aspects of the platform is what we call run configurations. This can be set up for data as broad as system status or rate of production to highly specific process data like loads that are running on particular axes under specified conditions or inspection measurements of particular features. In addition to that, things that can control the way that tool works on the machine, such as offsets, speeds, or feed rates. You can deploy millions of different variables across these devices and allow data collection across those variables in the hundreds of millions.